It's all real.
Hello.
We're back. Must be Thursday.
It is Thursday.
You like Monday still?
No, feels like a Thursday.
Okay. That's good.
A rainy, nasty, nasty Thursday.
I know. Again, still.
Yeah.
On and on. Oh, we don't have a microphone. And it matches your dress.
Oh, thank you. It does.
How convenient.
So what do we want to talk about today?
Well, so we were talking about the aha moments where people go, oh my God, I've never thought about that, which we love, right? So the negative feelings. So negative things can be positive. That was last week's. People think feeling angry, needy, or sad, or bad, or wrong, or whatever they think. Something bad about that. And we teach them that those are not only normal, but they can be really good for you to understand that,
Feel them,
deal with them, basically. So let's talk about because the opposite's true too. Something that people think is good is not so good, like pathological altruism.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that's a phrase I have to teach a lot of patients, right? Pathological altruism. It's a mouthful. But
parents.
Oh, you have family members?
Maybe. Maybe.
I think we all know somebody like that.
Yeah.
The pathological altruism is sort of how it sounds, where people are helping others, but at their expense. So they don't realize this. So they're helping, often with the idea that if I help enough, then someone's going to help me. But what ends up happening is they become furious because no one
helps them.
They don't realize that's the string attached to the help. See? So it ends up being really disruptive in that way.
Because they themselves don't know how to ask for what they need, which goes back to our neediness. So people who have pathological altruism as one of their defenses, gives, and then gets angry when nobody gives back, but they missed the little portion of not being able to tell someone what they needed. I guess.
So this is the moment where the student becomes the teacher. So for me, that you said that so beautifully, and you learned that over time.
Yeah.
So that's great. I couldn't say any better. So yeah. But as you pointed out, it always comes back to these three emotions. Say them with us. We did
Neediness, anger, and sadness.
Right. So you're absolutely right. So people have trouble with neediness. Cover it up by saying, I'll help you, and then I won't have to say I need anything from you. You'll just know.
Yeah. And we don't just know. People don't just know. That's why communication about these things it's so important. But I think people, forget that people can't read each other's minds and assume that this person who, like, let's say in a marriage, you assume because you're married that this person should know you well enough to know your needs. But I think it's really actually the opposite, is that if we don't tell them our needs, they don't realize that. So it's, making sure you are comfortable enough to know that I have to tell people what I need or else I'm not going to get it.
How many times have you heard that in session? He should know. She should know by now. Or the opposite is true, where they say, I know how she's going to react, or
Correct.
how he's going to react. So I'm not going to do, or I am going to do. It's like, all you have to do is tell her.
Yeah.
But it's revealing a neediness, and they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there was some famous actress who got on. I mean, this is, you hear this all over. People saying, I got divorced because he didn't know and he couldn't anticipate my needs. And that's not love. That's fantasy land. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And also, like you said, if it's just the opposite, if you're in love and it's your partner for life, why wouldn't you be able to ask them? Why wouldn't you be able to expose that neediness, anger, something, and talk that through with something?
I think one thing that you said before that really is important and resonates with me, with everyone I talk to, is the fact that, sometimes people are, when it comes to anger, they don't want to be angry at their mom, their dad, their husband, their spouse, because, I love them, so I shouldn't be angry with them. Where it's actually the opposite. if you don't feel angry towards someone, that it means you're not really even invested in that person.
Exactly.
So I think that's something that really sticks with me, because if you do feel anger or feel needy towards somebody, that's just telling of, you know, how much you truly care about that person.
Yeah, there's some famous saying where the opposite of love isn't hatred, it's apathy.
Oh,
Right.
we just don't care.
Right.
That's true.
Love always comes with the high emotions, and as Joe was saying, that's a sign that you're invested, and it's all good.
I know, it's a good thing.
It's all good. I hate that phrase, but in that case, it's true. And if you don't, if you don't care about anybody, you're not going to be. It's not worth your getting a. They can't get a rise out of you because you don't care. You're just not invested.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right.
See you next
Tuesday.
See you next week.
We're saying the same things today.
I know.